Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer, and today we're talking about the RockyMounts GuideRail Bike Rack on the back of our 2023 Kia Sorento. Now this will be a great option if you're looking for a rack that is pretty easy to use, looks pretty nice, and it's going to be able to carry a variety of different types of bikes. So let's check it out. Part of the reason what's going to grant it the ability to carry different bikes is going to be its weight capacity. It's going to be able to carry up to 60-pound bikes, and we're going to be able to carry up to 2 on this rack. Now, that's not going to really affect its tilt weight too much. So if I tilt this back, you can see this goes back pretty far. And if you have 2 bikes on it, you might want to watch it. Or, oops, let me get around my bike. Or you could hit yourself with it. And this is going to grant me access to the back of my hatch. So if I need to get my groceries or get ready for my bike ride, like grab my helmet or even tie my shoes, I can do that. And once you're all ready to go out riding, you can shut your hatch and put this back into the seated position. Now, to do that, all you have to do is lift up until it clicks into place right there. And if you want to take a deeper look at this, I'm going to take off my bike. So what I like to do is grab a hold of my frame, come over to this button, press that in, and that's going to release, and then flip that lever up so we can push this arm out of our way. And what's nice about this is all the touch points are going to be colored in blue, so it's very intuitive. And since we're not making frame contact, this is going to be ideal for any bikes that have any fenders, or any bikes that are carbon frame or alternative frame. If you have any bikes with fenders, that could get in the way. And when you're ready, you can take off your bike and go take it for a ride. And this is going to be able to accommodate a lot of different tire sizes, anywhere from your skinny to your standard to your 5-inch fat tires. And when you're ready to put everything back into place, you can just put these arms down. And you can slide them down just like this if you want. Just make sure when it's at the bottom, you push that arm down so it locks into place. And you could put it down now before you even move it. If you do that though, it's going to ratchet into place. We can get a few measurements just to see how this is going to look on the back. And if I go from our back bumper to the back of the carrier, that's going to be a little bit over 28.5 inches, which isn't too bad. It's something definitely to think about if you're in any tight spots like a parking spot or a garage. As for the ground clearance, this does sit up pretty high. But to get the exact measurement, going from this handle, that's going to be about 21 inches, which is pretty good, and that's going to be thanks to the rise in our shank and the carrier. So you shouldn't be likely to make any ground contact. Now, if you're ever in a really tight spot and you don't currently have your bikes on, you can fold this up, pulling that handle we used to tilt it away earlier, and pushing it up this time until it clicks into place. And now if I get that measurement from our back bumper to the back of the carrier, that's going to be about 11.5 inches. So that's going to save you a lot of space overall. And for how it's going to interact with the back of our Sorento, it's really not going to block anything. Your taillights, license plates, and back window won't be obstructed. You might pick up a little bit of this in your backup camera, but it shouldn't obstruct you from using it. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank, and that's going to go into your 2-inch hitch receiver. And we're going to have this anti-rattle bolt that goes through and connects to a lock core on the other side to give some more security. And that lock core is actually going to use the same key system as our included chain lock. And that chain lock is going to give you more security for when your bikes are on here. Now overall, I think this is a solid choice if you are looking for something that's a little bit easier to operate and can carry a variety of different types of bikes. Now if you want something that looks going to be a little bit more premium and looks a bit nicer and has more integrated features into it, then I'd recommend the Piston Pro, the Kuat Piston Pro. And that's going to be at a more premium price point, but it's also going to look a little bit nicer too. And at the end of the day, it's really just going to come more down to preference. But if you don't mind this being more of a standard bike carrier that can carry a variety of different types of bikes, then I think you'll be fine with this too. Well, that's just a look at the RockyMounts GuideRail Bike Rack on the back of our 2023 Kia Sorento. Thanks for watching.
We're going to take it out here on the test course. First thing we're going to do is hit the bumps. We're just going to see what it's like if we did hit some speed bumps. I'm watching the bike, watching how it holds on the tires. It looks like it moves just a little bit, not too much. This is mostly standard with other bike racks, so nothing to worry about. The bike doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now we're going to go a little bit faster in the parking lot. I'm going to take some aggressive turns and see how it handles there. Looks like it's fine. I see a little movement again, but again, the bike's not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about it.